Hi, I'm Rodrigo Zaragoza Ibarra, and this is my activity 8 for Global Culture 2. So, I think that it's important to study with a purpose and smartly because you need to have a reason and motivation. Besides that, you will improve your truth learning on the topic you're into. This is not enough when you're learning a new language. Learning a new language can be a truly nightmare. If you do it wrong, so in this essay, I'll share my experience with English learning, but I think it applies to any language you're trying to learn. What I do to make it easier, the learning, is to try finding similarities with your own language. If you don't, if you do not found them, then you have to do the opposite. You have to erase and forget everything about your language and understand this new language as a new thing, as something new, as something you have to understand by itself, right? As a new way to express your ideas. The other advice is to practice a lot, say new things. You can even talk with yourself in that language, like alone in your shower while you're doing things. You can even like try to say complex things while you're doing different things. This will help prepare your mind for thinking in that language. Try not to translate in your head. That will ruin some things. Um, Doing this, you will also notice what is missing and what are your mistakes. Try also to talk with someone else, with a stranger, if it's possible. Um, okay, and then um, you have to look for every word you don't understand when you're listening to a video, when you're um, reading something. You have to look for every word you don't know. So um, don't ever dare to passing one by. Search the meaning will expand your vocabulary and will also banish one or more difficult from your road to learn the language you're trying to learn. Um, if you ever feel overwhelmed because you think you're not progressing like the other ones, just chill out. Don't think about it. You have to understand everyone is different and you have to go to your own rhythm. Trying to go faster than you can could make you commit mistakes and a lot of frustration. What matters is that everything is clear, even though you have to risk your own progress. Okay, now I make a chart to make my advices way more easier. So I develop this chart with milestone or challenges you can apply to yourself to learn and improve your language learning. So the first one is to watch a whole movie in the language you're trying to learn with subtitles. And this is a really good way to familiarize yourself with the pronunciation and will make you identify certain words on an easier way. And the next level of that challenge milestone is watch a whole movie in the language you're learning but without subtitles. This is a plus because you will really pay attention to what they're saying and it will be more natural, like someone is talking to you. So I think it's better to do that. But that's the next step, and you have to do it when you are on a medium level advance of English, because if you do it after, you will probably understand anything about the movie and you will not um, enjoy it. So do it when you're advanced. The next thing is to read a whole book on the language you're learning. This is a really big challenge, so you have to start with easy books to read if you are on the starting level, like kid books. That will help you a lot. But if you're not into kid books, try to find easy books without a lot of strange words. Because if you do, you will stop your lecture trying to look for the words you are missing, and you will not enjoy it. I recommend doing this when you're advanced or medium. The next milestone is to pay attention to the song in that language and listen carefully. Sing it with the lyrics at the same time. This is really interesting exercise and a really interesting milestone challenge, because you will see what the person, you will listen and see then with the lyrics what the person is trying to say. You will like, oh yeah, it's saying that, and everything will make sense. So it will be good. And then the last point, my opinion on meeting people online against meeting people abroad. Well, I think meeting people online and abroad, it has something similar, and that is, um, you will you will be meeting people on a new way. What I mean, when you're meeting someone online, you don't know anything about the person. You don't know how that person look. So it's interesting because you can meet someone, I don't know, maybe from, if it's from your country, from Mexico, but you will be like, noticing things different, like it's different, you know. And I think it's good to meet people online because, I don't know, from a game you will share your opinions from the game or from a movie, and that is really interesting to enrich your your talks with that person. And generally, it's good to meet people online, so I recommend it to do. And meeting people abroad, well, if it's face to face, I think it's a really interesting experience. So I would prefer to meet people abroad rather than meeting people online. I prefer to meet people in person, face to face, rather than online, because you can see their expressions, you can ask more things. I think you feel more comfortable. Well, that's my case. And you can ask a lot of people and you can enjoy it very, very good. So my opinion is that meeting people abroad is way more entertaining than meeting people online, but I think it's up to you. You can try both. And yeah, that's everything about my homework, my activity 8, and thanks so much for watching.